Hello, are you ready for our paper pumpkin? Let me let me go find this. Sorry. I guess I don't have to find it out on my computer right now. I'll watch for comments here on my phone. All right, so if you are not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it is a monthly kit from Stampin' Up! That comes in a box, and you get everything you need in this box. You may need a pair of scissors, but they give you all the adhesive you need, any embellishments, all the paper products, envelopes, everything, and an ink. And so every month you get a Stampin' Spot. Hey, buddy. So you'll get a Stampin' Spot. I tend to use my full-size ink pad when I'm doing my demonstration so I can save that spot to give away and something. So this is the February Paper Pumpkin. One of my favorite pages is this one that tells you exactly what pieces go with each card. So this one is a set of 3 cards, 3 each of 3 different cards. And then I also, excuse me, if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin from me, or you're on my team and you get Paper Pumpkin, then I send you the paper to make a bonus card, and I'll show you that at the end. All right, so let's get started. Oh, you get a stamp set. I don't think I mentioned that, but this is just the paper that shows you what the stamps are. Okay, now let's get started. Start with card number 1, which looks like this. Isn't that pretty? Such beautiful colors in this kit too. So let's get our pieces out. And I love these envelopes. They're so fun. They've got that lining in them. I bet that's basic beige. That's what it looks like. All right, get our pieces out. Try not to lose anything. We're going to stamp on this piece and this piece. Let me grab my Stampin' Pierce mat. Anytime you're dealing with photopolymer stamps, which is what these stamps are, these clear ones. Make sure I get the right sentiment. So these are clear. Having your Stampin' Pierce mat will just help them stamp better. So we are going to stamp Thanks for Helping Me Grow. And this is Petunia Pop. I don't think I mentioned that, but this month's color is Petunia Pop. This is one of our in colors that we got new last year. So it will be around for another year. I'm just going to stamp this in the middle. And I kind of messed up on that one, didn't I? Didn't get it stamped all the way. Luckily, I'm digging around in my box over here. Luckily, they give you 1 extra of every thing we're stamping our sentiment on. So we'll see if I can do better on this one. That looks better. We'll use that one. And then on this guy, and it shows you on the directions what you're stamping. So you're stamping your sentiment on there, and you're stamping these little flowers on this piece. And it says this is chives, I think. Yes, it says at the bottom, chives. So we're going to stamp. And you can see the ones that you need to stamp on because they're kind of unfinished at the top. So those are the 2 stems we're going to stamp on. So 1 there and 1 there. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, that is all of our stamping for this card. Set that out of the way so I don't. All right, and then this one and this one. So I had to just kind of do it by process of elimination because this one is on top on the card. So it's the, oh, it tells you right there, sorry. It's going to get dimensional. So these 2 are going to have a piece of Terran tape, which they provide which I just had it right here. What do you suppose I did with it? There it is. This is a very strong adhesive. And so you're just going to put a strip of it down the middle of each of these. And down this one. And let's see, oh yeah, I figured out. So it had you putting dimensionals. This is your sentiment that you've turned over. They had you putting dimensionals on each end, but because it's going to go over this that's already going to be on dimensionals, you don't want another dimensional on that or it's going to be tilted. So I just put this in the middle and a dimensional on that end. Hopefully that makes sense. It'll make more sense when I put it on the card. So put a little piece of tear and tape in the middle of this. Oh yeah, you do need that for because that's what you're going to put your twine on. So a little piece of tear and tape in the middle. And then they gave me a whole sheet of dimensionals. A big sheet. So you're going to put one over here. So don't put the one on the right side when you flip it over. And then this is the other one that gets dimensionals, and it gets 5 dimensionals. So one in each corner and one in the middle. All right, so now we've got all of our adhesive ready. We're ready to start putting it together. Now I like to use take your pick tool with the little pokey end, this pokey end, to get my tear and tape off. It's just easier for me. All right, so the one we stamped is going to be the first one. So just tear that backing off. And this is going to go up here. In this background, this card base fun too. It's metallic. It's fun. And then this guy, get his backing off. And he is going to go about like that. And then this is our other one, our last one. Whoops, put him on right side up. So he's going to go about like that. Now, before we put this guy on, we need to put our twine on the back. So it shows you how much you need to cut, and then you just kind of loop it on the back like you had tied a bow. So take off the back to your tear and tape. And then you just lay this down. Make a bow. Oop, keep sticking to my fingers. Make a bow. Make another bow. And then and see, this is where you don't want, because this piece is up on dimensionals, you don't want another dimensional there because then it would be 2 dimensionals on that side and 1 on this side. If you want to put a dimensional there, you're going to have to put 2 there. And so this guy goes somewhere like this. And that is it. And you can trim those ends if you want to. That is it. That is our first card. All right. Moving on. Card number 2. Whoops. Is this beautiful one. Isn't that gorgeous? So let's get all our pieces out for this. I think we're just stamping on this time. Let's grab our directions. So yes, we're just stamping on our sentiment strip here, to a wonderful friend. Petunia Pop still. And you want to stamp it towards the right side, because the rest of it is going to be kind of tucked underneath. No flowers to stamp on this one. All right, so we've got this big piece that we're going to put tear and tape on. And then that is going to have dimensionals. So let's pull our other pieces. I like to put them in the order that they show them, because that just makes it easier for me to keep up with. Okay. So that's kind of the way they have them laid out here, and I can easily see where I need to put adhesive. So we're going to put a strip on the back of this. And then these two get strips of tear and tape. And if you go over, which I think I did when I made these before, don't worry. You can just kind of fold that back on itself when you tear the backing off. All right. And then this guy gets dimensionals. 3 of them. And then let's grab our, here is our sentiment. These are all done now. My hands are cold, I can't pick anything up. There's our sentiment, and here is our other flower or leaf. So again, we're going to put a little bit of tear and tape. This time we're putting it kind of towards this end. And then a dimensional, and I think I did do this. Look at mine. Yeah. A dimensional on each end. All right, and then this guy gets 3 dimensionals. This is why they had to give us a whole big sheet of them. All right, I think we have everything. We have our adhesive on everything now. So let's grab our card base. And the first thing we're going to put on is this panel. So let's take off our tear and tape, and it just goes in the middle. Hey, Debbie. Sorry, I didn't notice that you were on till just now. And then we're going to lay out these 2 first. These are the ones that just have tear and tape on the back. Let's start with this guy. So I just kind of look and see, he looks like he's about there. It doesn't have to be exact. Whoops. And then this guy. He's over here. And then our, yep, this one. I'm sure I have the right one. So he goes about like that. All right, so I'm just kind of matching up kind of how they did it in this picture here. All right, now let's get our twine again. So again, we'll just wrap it like it was, like you had tied a bow. This is the easy way to make it look like you tied a bow. All right. Whoops. Then put it on right side up and just make sure that your, excuse me, dimensionals straddle that piece. You don't want to put dimensionals on top of that piece because it already has dimensionals. And I am going to trim that one. That one's pretty long. And then we have one last piece, and he's just going to kind of sit on top of the other end of your sentiment. So you don't want to cover up your sentiment, but you want to see a little bit of that pink. I might have to trim that one too. And there is that one. Card number 2. All right. One more. I thought these were so pretty. All right, then the last card in the kit is this one, Hello Spring. We get to stamp some more flowers. Let's grab all our pieces for this one. Now, I put mine on the wrong way the first time I made this, so just beware that it goes portrait style. All right, so we are stamping on this and this. So we have Hello Spring as our sentiment. So we'll stamp that first on our circle. Doesn't matter if it's straight because it's a circle. Just want it to be centered. And then we're going to stamp our flowers again, just like we did on the other one, on those 2 stalks. There we go. All right. All our stamping. Oh, I didn't even pull out the directions. All right. So this guy is going to get tear and tape, and this guy is going to get dimensionals. We'll start with that. And this gets 5 dimensionals, like the last time. One in each corner, one in the middle, one in these saggy middles. All right, let's see what else. Our circle gets 3 dimensionals, kind of in a triangle. And then this green piece, he gets a little bit of tear and tape again on the right side, and then a dimensional on the left side. Look at all those dimensionals I have left. That'll come in handy. All right, a little piece of tear and tape on this side. All right. All our pieces ready. Now, important. Card goes this way. When I did it before, I put my this panel like that, and then that's not going to work if you try and put that on top. So make sure your card is portrait like that. And we can put this panel on. Luckily, I hadn't pressed too hard on this, and I was able to get it off and turn it. So I was lucky. All right. I must not have pressed down too hard on it when I first put it on. Put this guy on. So he just goes in the middle of this. And then we need to put our twine on this guy again. Our little fake bow, which we're getting good at this now. Or better anyway. Go, and then take our backing off of that. And this is going to go like this, so your dimensional is off the side. I made a big bow on this one, didn't I? Oh, it looks like it goes up a little bit. Like that. So you can see a little bit of that panel. All right, and then our sentiment. And let's make sure it's right side up. So it's just going to sit right here. And there you go. There is card number 3. So these are the 3 cards that we made in the kit. Beautiful cards. Aren't those nice? I really like those. All right, so now it's time for our bonus card. Let me get some of this out of the way. All right, so our bonus card is this. I did add a garden green ink. So if you don't have that, you can use any green. It'll be fine. But these leaves, that's one of the stamps that comes. And then this is some designer series paper that I had. I forget which one it is now. It might be the new online exclusive, I think. That's something garden or, let me see real quick. I forgot to grab that. One moment. Yes, it's the new online exclusive, just available today. Lovely Garden. So it's this, and there's a stamp set and masking set that goes with this. I just ordered today, so I can't wait till those come in. But that's the paper I used because it had the colors I wanted. All right, so let's make one of these. So this is what you'll get in your kit. And as always, somebody will get one already made up. I never know who it's going to be. I just kind of mix them all up, and then somebody will get that. All right. So we're going to stamp To a Wonderful Friend in our Petunia Pop. And it can just be right in the middle. These dies are fabulous. So I don't know if you can see there's some kind of like design around it and also on the green one. These are in the Textured Notes bundle that just became available today also. And it's a whole set of rectangles with different shapes around the outside. They're not really stitched. I don't know how to explain them, but they're amazing. They were one of the first things I ordered when I could pre-order. All right. So now I've got I was looking for my scratch paper. I'll just use that because it's going to have to go off the edge a little bit. So this is Garden Green. Again, if you don't have Garden Green, just use a green that you have. Now you want to be sure that your 2 ends that you're going to put your flowers on are on your circle. There we go. And we'll pull our Petunia Pop and get rid of this now. Back out. And do a couple more little flowers. There. So that is our stamping. And if you wanted to put one of those flowers on the inside, you certainly could. I've included a piece of basic white for the inside since this garden green cardstock is pretty dark. So let's start putting this together. This on the inside. And this guy, I just put down flat. Just kind of in this corner. Just trying to make sure you have the same distance as the top and on the left. And this I also put down flat. This guy I put down with dimensionals, and since I have so many of these left over, I'm going to go ahead and grab those. And I think this one is small enough we can just do with 4. Oops. And then I just wanted that to kind of cover up the bottom of the plant, but you don't want to cover up your flowers. And then I use, and I'm going to go ahead and put them on this card. I don't always, but I'm going to this time. I use these. Let me take it out of the plastic. These are the 2024-2026 In Color Shimmer Gems. So this is Petunia Pop. If you don't have these, you could use rhinestones. You could use really a lot of different things. One. And then one little one, oops, over here. And there you go. There is the bonus card. Get some of this stuff out of the way. There you go. Fine and easy. All right. So everything we made tonight from the kit and the bonus card. That's everything. Whoops. That's it. All right. I will post this video to YouTube. Facebook has changed something yet again. And they will, thank you, buddy. I'm glad you like it. They will delete videos now off of Facebook after 30 days. So I no longer have the option to have them stay there for 6 months or forever or whatever. So I'm trying to make sure I post all of my videos over to YouTube. So I will get this video posted over to YouTube, and then I will put another comment on this event with the link to that in YouTube, so that once this video goes away from the discussion, you can still find it through YouTube if you want to. Okay, hope that made sense. Thank you for joining me. I will be back Thursday afternoon for my Facebook Live. I'm looking to see if I have that right here. Yes, I think I do. Playing with another. This is the suite that the those rectangle dies go with. So we're going to be making cards like this. So that will be Thursday at 3. And then today was the last day to sign up for card class Thursday night. So if you haven't done that, you have just a little bit of time left to do that. And that's it. I think that's it. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye.